It's time to settle the debate. How many characters and units do we actually have to build in Season 1? What's going on, guys? It's your boy Iron Josh, and I've been getting a lot of feedback from players in Season 3. Wow, you need 20 teams. Yeah, you need 15 teams. Yeah, you need to build all these units. How many do we actually need to build? So what I'm going to do today is go through and do a little bit of math, do a little bit of homework, see if we can get away with the fewest amount of units and maximize efficiency, so that way you can spend time farming some more important dungeons. I don't want to say dungeons that are more important, but where you can spend more time farming gear and less about farming resources to upgrade more units. All your units set back to 0 when you go to the next season anyway. And so with that being said, I want to be able to make a plan for equipment and also just build the least amount of units so that way I can maximize farming gear. Let's talk about it. Come on. Okay, so I have an empty document right here, and basically what we're going to do is we're going to go through the stage 9 of each one of the graves, so that way we can focus on a little bit of farming. We're also going to look at the Goblins Lair. I'm going to go through some of the pillars, and we're going to go into the arena a little bit. I'll go ahead and kind of use a little bit of personal experience for the arena based on what I've been seeing, but also we're going to not necessarily focus on the arena because I want to leave that up to you guys and who you want to build. That's going to be a lot of fun for yourselves, but mainly we're going to focus on the farming. So as that stands, let's jump right into it. I'm already at the ancient battlefield, so let's go into the lineup recommendation, and we're going to click on number 9 really quick. Now, we see Hexandra in here. We see a lot of, we see Erich. And so what I wanted to do once again is just kind of focus on not building 20 teams, but that's fine. You can have 20 teams, do whatever you want. I want to focus on building as least amount of units as possible, so that way we can condense our resources. And then maybe you can focus on units that you really want to have fun with and build. And, you know, a lot of times these resources that we have access to, these other spreadsheets and things, these lineups that you see here, that's just based on people's trial and error. So I want to make sure that you guys can get your resources into some units that, you know, are going to get you better gear, but then you can have fun with the game. So based on what we see here, I'm going to go ahead and just say we can build Hexandra, we can build Sigrid, and we can build Erich. I'm going to tell you guys right now that those are 3 easy to get units from our season that we've been playing in right here. Maybe the next season, maybe the next group won't have it that easy. I don't know. But with that, you can at least take away Hexandra, Sigrid, and Erich. Now, if you guys have Garius, you can put Garius in there. If you have Voresh, you can put Voresh in there. Even then, so Megan is clutch too. So let's go ahead and add Megan into here. So we're going to come right over here. We're going to go into the ancient battlefield. And we can add ancient battlefield. Actually, let's go ahead and put this pillars thing down. We're going to move this down. Insert. Hey, you can insert 4 rows above. That's fine. We're going to do ancient battlefield. Okay. And so we're going to put in Megan. And then we're going to go over to Poison. We're going to do Hexandra. And also, we're going to do, it was Sigrid. Okay. There are no Radiance units here, so we're not going to worry about putting any of them in. And Erich can go in the fire. That's fine. And then for Frost, we're going to put in MC. We already know that we're building the MC. I'm actually going to leave the MC out because that's free resources, right? Okay. So you can focus on mainly Megan. And these are rares too. Megan, Hexandra, and Sigrid. Those should be easy for you to get. And so let's go to the next one. This is a very controversial topic. I understand a lot of people are talking about you need 20 teams. Let's go right into Goblins Lair 3. Because this one is something that we all need to do. Goblins Lair. Goblins Lair is you know, one of those touchy ones because we all know that there's multiple ways to get to the end. But like I said, we're basically just going to focus on you know, what units we need to kind of get through things. So here we have Litalis, we have Sigrid, we have the MC again. Here's Erich again. Here's Dane. So let's go ahead and add. Let's see. We definitely have Sigrid. We have Litalis in here, so let's add Litalis. I didn't actually add this in, so let's go one above. We can go Goblins. Actually, you know something? Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take this back. We're gonna delete this line. Delete this row. We're gonna put in Goblins here, because I will leave that up to you guys. Okay, so Goblin. What did I say? Litalis. Okay. Erich was in here again. And Sigrid was also in here. Okay. We have Dane. Dane wasn't in the... Okay, we can add Dane in here. That's fine. We can do that. We can do this. Dane. Okay. And then we have Irina and Usha. So let's add Irina. That's fine. We can do that. Irina. And we'll go back here and add Usha. So we see a lot of Usha. We see a lot of Irina. Varesh is everywhere, but guys, I barely pulled Varesh out of my 100 summons that they gave us for free when they did the update. I'm not going to add Varesh into there being a epic unit. Let's go into the next one. We'll go to the Frost Venom, Grave of Venom. We'll also do the domains as well. Okay, we're going to come down to 9. All right, and then in here we have Oris, we have Litalis again. Let's see, we have a bunch. We have Hexandra, we have Megan, Hexandra, Megan, Oris. Okay, so where are we here? We're Grave of Venom. So for fire, we have Oris. Back to poison, we have Hexandra. And then we have Necro, we have Megan. And who else did I say? We had Sigrid. So we're going to add Sigrid in here. Okay. Obviously, your MC. So this was really easy, right? Hexandra, Megan, Oris. So we can clear that with Hexandra, Megan, Oris, Sigrid again. Okay. Let's go to the next one. We'll go to Curse. We'll go here. We'll go to Lineup. Go to number 9. Okay, here's where it gets a little bit tricky for number 9. So it looks like we're going to add some shield guys into here. Okay, so here you go. We can do it with 2 people. Okay, so this one is a little bit harder. So the Grave of Curse... We're going to make this a little smaller, please. So, in the Grave of Curse, I see Fire. We can see Dane. We see Sigrid again. We see Litalis again. So, we can go back to Poison and put in Litalis. And Sigrid, Litalis, Dane, Megan. Oh, we got to put Megan in over here. And then MC, Frost MC is normal. So Dane, Litalis, Megan, Sigrid. Okay, so we see Sigrid and Litalis again. Fire. Okay, so then we see Nathaniel. Nathaniel, a lot of Nathaniel users. Varesh. Maybe we do add Varesh in. I guess as much as it goes, Varesh is popping up all over the place. So I guess we will add Varesh. I don't want people to feel the Nissa if they're missing on Varesh. But at the same time, we don't want to miss out on that. So let's go ahead and do Varesh here. And then who's this gentleman? This is Adolphus. Is only in there once. So we have Varesh, Nathaniel. Okay, so we're going to add Nathaniel in for lightning. Because, you know, we got to put him in there. Curse, Nathaniel. Okay. And once again, we don't see any Radiance units. So we're going to come back out of here. Alright. And you know something, just for kicks and giggles, we're going to go back to the Goblins Lair. Did I see Varesh in here? I don't know. Let me go back and check. Just because I think I will add Varesh in. Maybe a lot of us did pull him, and I'm not. I'm just late to the party. No, we didn't see Varesh. Oh, we saw one Varesh. Okay, so we can, I guess, put Varesh in here if you're going to use Usha. I mean, we did add Usha in there. We did add Arinia, right? Okay, so we can put him in here. Varesh. Okay. And then we did put Arinia in there. Okay. So we'll add him in. That's fine. That's fine. Because if you have him, you have him, and you might as well focus on him. He's really good. He's a really solid unit, right? So then we have the Frost Domain. Let's go into the Rot. We'll fast travel there really quick. Excuse me. Okay, Grave of Rot. Lineup recommendation, and we'll go right to number 9. So here we have, what do we have here? Basic team. Okay, so for basic-ish teams, we can look at this one, and there we have, once again, we have Oris, where we have the Grave of Rot. So let's go Rot. Do we have any Necro guys here? No, there's no Necro. So for the Grave of Rot, we have Sigrid again. I do see Latalis. Oops. And then we are seeing Hexandra again. And then for fire, we do see Oris. Okay. We are starting to see some Radiance guys here with Garius. I don't really want to add Garius into the mix just because it's very far and few between. And I want to make sure that we're building the slimmest amount of units as possible. So it looks like that's going to be good for right now. And let's go to the domains. The Frost Domain. Let's fast travel here. Okay. Lineup challenge for difficulty 5. Oh, okay. And so who's this? Oh, Isolde. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so for Frost Domain 5, you can come down here. Domains. We'll do Frost. Nope. I just want to do Frost. Oh, I just want Frost, please. Okay. So for Frost in Poison, we're going to see Hexandra. We're going to see Latalis. We'll see Sigrid. And then we're going to come on over here. We see Irina. Okay. And for fire, we see Oris. And we see Dane. Okay. Keeping it nice and easy, right? And we do see some Erich. I will put Erich in there because he is free for this season, right? Okay. Erich is also good for the Temporal Vortex, so we're going to leave him in there. Alright. Now, obviously, guys, if you have other units that you're seeing in these, feel free to go ahead and build them if you're going to build those. This is a very vague, a very general template that I'm putting together for as many people as possible to build as fewest units as possible, so that way you can focus on more fun with the game. With the Tempest Domain, we can, what is this? We can do this, and then we can do one row below, and then we can do another row below. Okay, and then where are we here? The Tempest one. So we're going to type Tempest. Okay. And we can actually make this bold as well. There we go. Okay. So for this, we see Hexandra, Oris, and Sigrid right off the bat. So we can go Hexandra. We'll just type in Oris, Sigrid. We can type right over here. I see. Oh, well, Oris is fire. My bad. Hexandra, Sigrid, and what's next? In fire, we see Oris. We see Erich. In dark, we see Megan. I think we can freeze this, right? There is one way to freeze. How do we make these freeze? Freeze! Format. Freeze! View. Freeze! Up to row 6. There we go. Okay. So then I can drag this down a little bit more. Alright. So where are we here? The Tempest domain. Okay, so for fire, lightning, frost, and then let's kind of double click, double click, double click, double click. Okay. All right. So where are we now? We are Necro, so we can do Megan right here. Okay. And then Mr. Varesh is making a pop-up again, so we can put Varesh in there. Latalis is here, so we can put Latalis in here again. I didn't realize when I was building Latalis, I kind of didn't like the way he looked, so I didn't want to build him. I didn't really like his skill kit, so I didn't want to build him, actually. And then we also see Usha here. So if that's the way you want to go, you can do that as well. Pretty easy, though. Tempest Domain, go for it. Okay, next one. And the Flame Domain. Okay, this one is super important because a lot of our starter units are going to be fire and poison. Which is nice because as a developer, they didn't make the game too hard. They put everything kind of together for us. And so for this one, it looks like it's a little bit different. But we can come down here. We see Usha. Okay, so for the fire. And yeah, fire poison, sure. And then we can go ahead and do this. Put a row below. Okay, so I see Megan in there twice. We see Usha all the way over here. I see Irina. Go back to Lightning. Irina. What else do we see? Usha. We see Hexandra down there. Megan, Irina, Usha, Hexandra. Let's see. Any other common ones that we haven't run into yet? Hexandra, Megan. Sigrid's in here one time. I'm not going to add Sigrid in here just because it is once that I see her where we see a lot of the other units reappearing. So we'll go ahead and leave Sigrid out of this one. Right? Yeah, that's fine. And then I thought I saw Nathaniel's in there once. But that's it, just the one time. Okay, that's fine. So there we have those. And we can come back over here. Grave of Venom Curse. Alright, let's go to the Heretical Runes. Fast travel here. Go to your Heretical Runes. Lineup recommendation. Number 9. Okay, and so for here, we instantly see Sigrid. And so we go up to the Heretical Runes. We're going to add a space in between. Add a row below. Okay. And so for this, I see Sigrid and Latalis right off the bat. There's Erich making 2 appearances. Do we see a third one? If we see a third one from Erich. I guess I'll put Erich in there because he is in there twice. And then, did I see Dane in there just now? I did see one Dane. But I only see Dane in there once, so we're not going to put him in there. I'm going to give an honorable mention to Garius. for this. Oops. So we're gonna put an honorable mention down here, and that'll be for Garius, because we are seeing some Gariuses. You're gonna have to build Garius for the other pillars anyways, and so we'll add Garius in there. Sigrid, Dane, Latalis. I don't know who this is. Enna. Okay, maybe you want to build your Enna. MC, Sigrid, Hexandra, Enna. Ooh, who's this guy? No, Rava. We are seeing Vikuk pop up a lot here. So we're going to put Vikuk in. I'm not going to deny Vikuk because he will probably be important at some point. And we're in the heretical runes. Okay, so poison. Vikuk. Now, I didn't want to add Vikuk into there because he's going to add another unit for us to build. And the point of the video is to just kind of condense. We're also going to put in Furbath as a honorable mention, because a lot of you guys do have one. I don't have one yet, so I'm not really focusing on him, but I guess I can't really leave him out just because I don't have one. That's not really fair to everybody else. So we'll put him in the honorable mentions for Garius and Furbath. And then this guy here isn't bad either, Eli. So, but I only see him in here once. So we're not going to really put him in as an honorable mention. Alright. So there's the dungeons all done, right? We did all of them. We did Frost Domain, Tempest, Venom Curse, Strahd, Heretical Runes, Goblins Lair, right? We got all these done. Let's make this full screen. We'll come on up here. Did I miss any? Oh, the Temporal Vortex. Okay, World Bosses. That's fine. Goblins Lair is good. Heretical Runes is filled out. Okay. As far as the World Bosses go, you're only going to make... you're going to have to use certain units to do more damage. And so I think I'm actually, I don't know, can we travel to them? I don't know if I can actually travel to them. Let's see. Can I? Okay, let's see if we can travel to one. I don't know if there's a rating system for this. Is there a rating system for you? Points rating, view info, challenge record. Okay, so here's a challenge record, 5 million. Okay, so Auster. So we will do world bosses. Let's take world bosses out of here and put it here. And then we're gonna do with these, we'll put this right down here. Okay, world bosses. This guy's name is Auster. Okay, so for Auster, view info, nope, that wasn't it. Challenge record. We have, let's just say Latalis, Hexandra, Sigrid, and Oris. Dane, Varesh. Okay, so here you can see in the top, it's not the top damage, but it is good damage that you could be using. So we'll just do the basic ones. We'll do Latalis, Sigrid, Hexandra, Oris. So poison, Hexandra, Latalis, Sigrid. For fire, we see Oris. We also saw Varesh and Usha with Dane. So we can put in Dane in here again. If you guys did pull one, you know. A lot of people have Usha. A lot of people have Varesh. So I guess I should do some of those as well. And we're going to leave out the 5 stars. I'm going to leave out this team here because they are... Well, I see Megan in here, so we're going to put Megan in there one more time just because she did make an appearance. You know, once again, this is basically just to make it so that everybody can build as little units as possible. All right, let's come down here. Chief Challenge. And I have a feeling we're going to see Varesh and Usha in this team. Challenge record. Okay, so we have Usha. This gentleman again, Gardas. So once again, Sigrid. All right, it's the same ones. Here we go. So it's Sigrid, Latalis, Oris. Okay. So we see Megan, Hexandra, Latalis, Sigrid, Oris. Is this the same? This looks almost exactly the same. It's like the same people. All right, but maybe it's not. I don't know. Usha, Varesh, and Gardas was in there as well. Okay, maybe they're throwing me a good old... Maybe I'm getting curveballed here. Maybe I'm getting rickrolled here. I don't know. Megan was in there as well. Oh, I didn't see Dane in the other one. I see Dane in this one. Oh, maybe. I don't know. Alright, that was for Bion Frey. Okay. Alright, let's go to the next guy. Chief Challenge, Fast Travel. Okay. Challenge record. Yeah, it basically just looks like it's the same stats all over and over again. So, I don't know what's going on with this. Points rankings. It doesn't really tell you anything else. Okay, so with that, I'm not even going to really get into it more. I didn't go into this before I started doing this video. I'm not going to waste time going into it anymore. So let's go on to the next portion. Grave of Rurers, Battlefield. We already did all these. Challenges, daily challenge. The Outlands Rift you can basically use for anything. Temporal Vortex. So with that, I don't really... Alright, Pillar of Trial. Let's go back to the Pillar of Trials and see what we can find here. Hopefully this gives us a lot of insight, because if not, then it'll just be a short video. Okay. So if we go over here, challenge rankings, do we see teams? Can we see teams? Stage ranking. Okay, stage 60. It just shows that they've made... Oh, well, there you go, the lineup. Okay. So we're using 5 legendaries. Perfect. Okay, so we're using a bunch of legendaries. Let's see. Stage ranking. Okay, so we're using a whole bunch of those guys. Let's go down to 9. Okay, so if we're going to go down to stage 40, let's see. Okay, so only 2 people have really made it that far. So we see Iola, we see Nathaniel, we see Garius again. Okay. Nathaniel, Iola, Garius. But you don't see any in stage 60. Garius. And not Garius. Stage 55 is the same people. I bet you they... Yeah, so they just basically use the same team all the way down. Nathaniel, Garius. Garius again. Iola. Iola. Okay. Nathaniel, Garius. Okay, is that Gardas? No, that's Nimbus. So Nathaniel and Garius. So, okay, so here's what we can pull from this. Pillar of Trial, Radiance. Here's what we'll do. Pillar of Trial, Radiance. We see Garius in here. So I guess we could take Garius out of the honorable mentions and probably put him on a lot of other teams. Lightning, we see Nathaniel. And let's go up to the number 3. Let's see what number 3 is using. Nathaniel, Garius, this guy, Shook. If you pulled Shook, okay. So we can put in Shook because it will be necessary for you to build, for you to do well here. And, you know, if we have to add him, we have to add him. Okay, we'll just do that. And I see a few people building Shook, so that's fine. But other than that, I don't know if there's any other. Okay, so maybe Shagroll. Do we see another Shagroll? I see another Nimbus. Here's Irenia again. So, Garius, Irenia, and moving your MC over to Lightning. That's interesting. So we can put in Irenia again, and we'll do that. Okay. So for this one here, we can do Irenia. I know. Okay. And then let's go back. All right. So we'll go to the Pillar of Dark. Challenge rankings. Let's see. Stage ranking. Let's see who's made it up to the top with any non-legendary units. Okay, so for the Stage of Dark, we have Megan. I don't want to put Varesh and Questa in this because it is not something that we've been seeing over and over again. So I am going to add Megan into this for the fire, or for the poison. I'm sorry, for the Frost Necro. We'll put Megan in here again. But I don't want to put the other units in there because it is just something that I haven't seen over and over again. So let's go down to stage 40 and see if there's anybody else who we have found in common. T.O. There's Megan again. Oh, maybe I clicked on that one already. This LOL person spent money. They must have spent tons of money. Maybe they didn't. There's Varesh. I don't know. Maybe we could add Varesh into here. We don't see anybody clearing that up to there. Yeah. I don't know. I'll leave it up to you guys to discuss that. Maybe. It doesn't look like Varesh makes it past level 30, so I tell you what, we can put him in here for now, just because I want to add somebody into here that's been in the other stages. But you know, this Frost Necro place, it really does look like these pillars. You do need a lot of legendary action to get into there, so we'll just leave it there for now, and we'll go to the Pillar of Taint challenge rankings. We'll go to stage ranking, stage 60. Of course, it's the same too, probably using the same ones. We have Adolphus in here, which is interesting. I like to see non-epic ones. There's Erich. Okay, let's go down to 55. Okay, it looks like a lot of people made it to 55. Adolphus. So we see Sigrid, Furbath, Adolphus. Okay. So for Fire Poison, we see Sigrid. We see, who was it? Furbath. Okay. And then Adolphus. Maybe I need to build my Adolphus. I don't even know if I have Adolphus. Let's see if there's anybody else. Number 4. Furbath again. Okay. Number 5. Adolphus. Oris. Okay, so we see Oris and Erich. So we can add Oris and Erich. Okay. Let's go to number 6. I see Sigrid and Vikuk again. So, and who's this? I've never seen Lyko before. Interesting. So we see Sigrid and Vikuk again. So we can add Vikuk in here. Just for, you know. Okay. So we'll let that be done for now. Whoops. Wow, okay, so video is getting a little longer. I'm gonna have to edit out some of the loading and some of the travel so that way we can make it a little easier. What did I miss? What have we missed? Grave of Rot. Okay, so we've pretty much, oh, Temporal Vortex. Domains, we got these cleared out. Okay, those are done. The pillars are done. The world bosses we're skipping. Furbath we're going to take out of here because Furbath, we're not going to do an honorable mentions because it's obvious that we don't need to do those. Okay, so for, this is something that we could have done to begin with, but I wanted to do my own to kind of limit things down. We're going to go to the Heroes filter. We're just kind of, because the Temporal Vortex, if you click on 5 without the owned ones, and then we're going to go with just Epic. I don't want to pull in rarity of anything higher than Epic. I want to make it easier for people. So we see Adolphus, Furbath. So, oh, whoops, it's this one. So for this, we can go up here, Temporal Vortex. Wait. Okay, so for poison, it's Furbath and Vikuk. Come on. Furbath and Vikuk. Okay. Fire was Adolphus. We've seen Adolphus around. Lightning was Shaltar. No. Garius. Okay, so we've seen Garius a lot. So for Radiance, we're going to do Garius. And then these ones here, Epic, Epic, Epic. So we haven't seen any of these guys. Let's go down to Rare and see if anybody's got a 5. So Megan. We put Megan back in here. For Necro. And then I tell you what, let's take this down to a 4. Because I bet you Sigrid and Hexandra, Usha. Okay, there you go. So we can put Sigrid. And then over here in Frost, we can put Usha. Hexandra. Oh, we can put Hexandra in here. Just to not forget anybody. And then if I go to 4 and just leave it, I don't think I forgot anybody. But we come back up to Epic. Shank, Shagrel, Nimbus, Nathaniel's back. So we can put Nathaniel back in here. For Lightning. Garius is back. Did I put in Garius already? Yep, we already have Garius in there. Questa, Gladros. Okay, so that kind of levels the playing. That's going to level the playing field a lot. So, as you can see, we're just going to do summary. And we'll make this part bold. Okay. So, in summary, we're going to be seeing Megan. For poison, you're going to build Hexandra, Latalis, Sigrid, Furbath if you have one, Vikuk, did I leave anybody out here? Furbath, Hexandra, Sikik, okay. For Radiance, you're going to build your Garius. For the fire, you're going to build Dane and Oris and Adolphus. Oh, and Erich. How can we forget about that guy? Adolphus. Yep, I put him in here. For Frost, you're going to build Varesh, Usha, and Gardas. And then for Lightning, you're going to build Irina, Nathaniel, probably EL. And I think we'll honorable... We're going to leave Shook out just because I want to limit that. You might not have to build him. I don't know. But there it is, guys. In total, for this video, we're going to see 1 unit here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units here. You're going to see 1 unit here. 1, 2, 3, 4 units here. 3 units here and 2 units here. And this is going to equal the sum of those, which is 16. So in total, guys, you're going to need to build 16 units. Whatever anybody else is telling you to build all these units and you need all these teams, don't get it twisted. You can literally get through and climb up with just these units. So guys, that's it for the video. I hope this helps some people out, and that way you don't get confused on how to get to the top and how you can actually farm your gear with and put some scrolls into units that you really wanted to build but just weren't sure if you're going to be able to build other units. This should get you to where you need to be. As always, guys, it's your boy Iron Josh signing off here. Have fun, happy farming, and I'll see you in the next video.